Hello everybody, Tamara here from Create Your Future. As some of you may know, I am a licensed therapist and a law of assumption coach here at Create Your Future. And today, guys, I have an awesome topic for you. This is something that most of my clients have asked me in our sessions, and it's related to deciding. A lot of people ask me, is deciding enough to manifest? I decided X, Y, and Z, but nothing happened. So today, I want to explain what deciding actually is, how to decide, and why you failed despite deciding something is yours. Okay? Before I get started, I want to remind you guys, I am doing my autumn sale for longer sessions, for full sessions. You can have 25% off by using the code Tamara as my name, 25. And for the mini sessions, Tamara 20 for 20% off. If you need some help with your personal situation, you have some law of assumption questions nobody could answer so far, you have some patterns you need a third opinion on, I'm here to help you guys. So let's talk about decisions. Deciding. What it really means, guys. I keep telling you in all of my videos and in my sessions as well that manifesting as you know it, or creation, conscious creation, is decision-making process. So you can tell just by that this is not something you decide once and then completely let go of. Forget about it. This could happen, yes. You probably decided that you're going to get a cup of coffee for free. You're going to get a cake for free. You're going to get a parking spot in a crowded area. You're going to get a phone call from a person you don't even care about, right? So why this happened was you did not have any prior identities, solidified identities, solidified states that could tell you otherwise, right? So if you decided once, yeah, I'm going to get a free cup of coffee, and then 2 days later, you get that coffee, that's only because you have not been embodying a state that tells you, that knows, believes, and has proof that you never get free coffee and that you even hate coffee. Coffee is useless. Why would you even want a cup of coffee? People can get sick by drinking coffee, etc. Okay? I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. The point is the same. There are no prior identities that could prove to you anything else than what you decided. That part is easy, right? But some of you watching this video have probably tried applying this to an SP situation, money situation, maybe job situation, and it hasn't worked. Why? Why is that? First of all, people think it's one at a time decision-making process. It isn't. What I mean is, when you have any prior different states, identities that you have been occupying in your lifetime, they're going to pop back up. Sometimes more often than not. And these identities are going to come at you with all these stories, beliefs, fears, doubts, and proof of what has happened to lure you back into tying yourself to that particular state, right? Occupying that state once again, being it once again. Because that's the only thing that state is aware of, that knows. It doesn't know any different. It can't do any better than that. Okay? And when this happens, and by the way, this can happen in the 3D through negative circumstances, as you guys described them, right? Oh my gosh, I decided something opposite happened. What did I do? You didn't do anything. There is still identity inside of you that knows they already have their SP, the house, the money, the new job, the promotion. The old identities, however, they do not. So when they pop back up, or when you see something in the 3D, and it immediately, it's like a cue for these old states to pop back up to come at you. With old stories, old beliefs, old circumstances, your job as pure awareness is to make a choice again. So what people do most of the time here is they believe the 3D, they believe the old states, they believe the stories coming from these old states, they agree with them, and guess what? They become them once again. And what happens is they get trapped inside this loop. Okay, I decided I am rich, or I am married to my SP. Okay, my SP doesn't text me. Okay, that means he doesn't like me, or she doesn't want me. Guess what? You've now just made a decision to go back to trust an old state. And now you're it again. And you're stuck in a loop. Your job as awareness is to break the cycle. Break the cycle. By sticking with your decision, by not letting 3D or old states to make a choice for you. You have to be the decider, right? I think most all of you, I hope, are adults here on this channel, and you can make decisions for yourself, hopefully. And even if you can't, for whatever reason, I think you're working towards having this ability to make decisions for yourself. So my question for you guys is, why would you let old states or 3D make any decisions for you? Right? You wouldn't want that. So I'm asking you now to pay attention to what you give your power to. I'm not talking about any magical power of manifestation or conscious creating. Just deciding. Your power to decide, regardless of what somebody thinks, feels, says to you, right? If you decide today, I really want to be a lawyer. I'm going to law school. There will be people who will tell you, well, great job. That's a good idea. Go for it. There'll also be people who might tell you, that's too hard. It's too expensive. It isn't worth it. What do? Do you trust yourself, your own choice? Or do you look at a 3D and be like, well, Mark told me it's too hard. Yeah, so I guess he's right. Yeah, I'm not going to go to law school after all. I really hope you don't do that, guys. I hope you trust your own judgment, your own desires, and you go for them. The same thing applies here, guys. You can't trust the 3D or your old states to make a good decision for you. So break a cycle by knowing what you really want, getting clarity on desire. That's important because you need to feel motivated enough to occupy your new state, to stick with the decision. Okay? Number 2, practice detaching from old states. Number 3, practice embodying your truth. your real state, your desired end, by any means that feel natural to you. When you do that, you're going to break the cycle of I've decided, I don't have it. Okay? I hope this video was educational and helpful for you guys. I wish you a wonderful weekend ahead and see you guys next week. This was Tamara. Bye.